Praise be to Jesus. Good morning, friends. Today, October 1, we celebrate the feast of St. Therese of Child Jesus. Today's Gospel reading is Matthew chapter 18, verses 1 to 5. Verse 3. Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therese Martin, the youngest daughter of Céline Guerin and Louis Martin, was born on 2nd January 1873 at Alençon, France, and was baptized at Notre Dame Cathedral Church. They were 9 children, 4 died young. Of the 5 surviving, 4, including Therese, became Carmelite nuns, and 1 a visitation nun. Therese lost her mother when she was 4 years old. Pauline, her elder sister, took care of her. She was very much attached to her father Martin. When all his daughters ended religious life, Martin, the elderly man, was left without anyone to help him. It affected his health, especially mental health. The thought of her dear father was agonizing for Therese. Therese, also known as Saint Little Flower, was sick, and by 1896 her sickness was diagnosed as tuberculosis, considered incurable at that time. She died on 30th of September 1897, leaving behind a precious gift, her autobiography, Story of a Soul. It's a childlike, sincere account of her life, her spiritual journey. Millions of copies of this book in different languages were distributed all over the world. Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven." The story tells us how she lived these words of Jesus. "My occasion is love," St. Therese said. She loved God and her fellow beings sincerely with the heart of a child. In her sufferings, physical as well as spiritual, she surrendered herself totally to the will of the Father, like an obedient and trusting child. She did not complain regarding anything because she trusted that whatever is given to her by the Father is the best for her. She united her sufferings with those of Jesus and offered them for the purpose for which Jesus suffered. Lord, on this feast day of St. Therese of Child Jesus, through her intercession, help us to become like children so that we may become worthy of the kingdom of heaven. Amen.